Hello, this is Running Robert, and today we're going to be talking about the Protalix Biotherapeutics PLX quarterly summary for the 20th of February 2023, in which we're going to be looking at the bullish and the bearish parts of the company. So I generally follow small cap pharma, I do games, I do kind of what I want. So if you like what I'm doing, hey, please like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot, and thank you. The disclaimer is I do have a position in PLX. I'm an amateur investor, and any advice given should be followed up by your own due diligence, and any information given is valid for today, the 28th of February, and the slideshow will not be updated. New information, new slideshow. Cool. So the investment thesis on the company. So they will have two approval dates, one for the FDA on the 9th of May, and one for the EU on the 2nd of May 2023. They've stated they have cash until the end of fourth quarter 2023. And the partner seems committed to PLX. So all of that is really good stuff. Most likely we will get some kind of cash for regulatory approval, but the question is going to be how much. And that is something big to know. A lot of people are throwing out numbers. We don't know. That is a key point for this. We do not know how much it is, but we're going to look into it. So last Friday, what happened is we did get a positive opinion for the EU approval. And that is still, like I said, that is dated around the 2nd of May, 2023. This helps cement that we will gain approval for the EU, which should generate some kind of milestone. Again, in today's PR, they actually didn't say anything, but they did say regulatory approval for the US, so it's a little strange. So, but like an FDA advisory committee, a positive opinion is generally followed. So they generally follow it. So positive opinion means most likely we're going to get approval. So that definitely de-risks the stock significantly. And of course, then overall, I feel like this is a significantly de-risked stock going forward. So PLX is getting paid on approval, right? Yes. So there's a couple things that we're looking at. One, for the EU, obviously what I said before is they did not mention anything in the PR for today. Maybe it's an oversight. Maybe it's not. I'm not sure. For the US, they did get a CRL. The CRL is based on manufacturing issues. So we have to assume that those have gotten taken care of. And that's kind of what we're going with at the moment. But we have no idea what the milestone payments are. Just that they were reduced by $25 million in 2021 for a $10 million payment to PLX, just to help them keep operations going. So what would be the effect on these on approval? So the company was around 51 million shares. As an example, every 50 million in milestone payments will probably be worth about $1 in share price, plus the price of approval. What we're looking at, obviously, if they got something ridiculous like 50 million for all of this, they could, I'm not saying they will, but they could get it, is that they would probably have that $1 share price plus a lot more just because of the amount of cash. The net loss for the fourth quarter 2022 was about 2 to 3 million, give or take. If the current payment holds up, the company has plenty of money. And the market for Fabry disease is large. So they're expecting $2 billion in sales this year, and we're looking at tiered royalties of 15 to 40 in the US and 15 to 35 in the EU. Because we love math, 15% of 100 million, and we're not sure if it's gross or net at the moment, but that's 15 million per year. They used 25 million in cash last year, so obviously you can make this a very easy math statement. If they can get $200 million of sales overall, they're a break-even company. That's pretty simple. The second biggest decision that we're going to be looking at, other than approval for both the EU and the US, is going to be the 2-week or the 4-week treatment. So current treatment is 2 weeks for all the other drugs. So having a drug that only has to be taken once every 4 weeks would be a selling point. I know some people are going to come back and be like, well, the drug is better. Per what they did for their study, they can only go with it is about the same. They can't say it's better. They didn't play that kind of data, or that data didn't come out. They can just say it is better. So obviously, some doctors will start treating with it, even if it is 2 weeks. But if it's 4 weeks, it's definitely going to be a much bigger selling point. They do also have orphan status in the EU if they gets approved. 10 years exclusivity and money benefits. However, that's really small since there are already other drugs on the market. It does mean that there's not going to be any kind of generic or biosimilar for a while, which is positive. But overall, it's fairly small. Okay, so we're getting through this. So the company summary. So around 22 million in cash. That's at the end of the fourth quarter. The net loss, again, 2 to 3 million. The total net loss for the year was 15, with 25 million used in cash for operations. They said they have cash until fourth quarter 2023. Not sure if that's going to change. There is an active ATM going on. So it had 20 million. Now it's down to 11.3 million. I do expect them to probably use that up until the approval dates. The company has no other pipeline products in which I'm going to assign any value at the moment. They have them, but they're just so far down the line that it's just not worth looking at it. The company does have an approved product in Brazil that generates cash, with the chance that the Pfizer, who markets the drug everywhere else, could market it in the EU because the current drug has lost its market exclusivity. That could help money. It's something to mention because obviously if Pfizer decides to market it, they get more money from Pfizer. Pretty helpful. The market cap is about 92 to 95, depending if you're using Seeking Alpha, TD Ameritrade, whatever you want to. So that's kind of where we are at the moment. So I believe that we are going to start to see a run-up at some point leading to this May dates, and any regulatory milestone approvals are going to help the cash situation. So they have stated that they will get something from the US. Not sure what's going to be. But like I said, getting anything is going to help the stock price. And with the market cap under 100 million, which everyone agrees as of today, I think there's a great chance for a significant move upward. A couple things to watch out for is they will probably use their ATM. I would expect nothing less of them. They have to prepare for the worst. But like I said, at under 100 million, it just looks like a steal of a company. If they can get one or both, and if they can get 4 weeks for both, then this is a complete steal. If they get one and it's 2 weeks, the company's probably pretty priced in, as I would see it. So I don't think you're really at a huge risk of losing a lot of money, but you're not going to be gaining any either. So, but yeah, I think that is it for today. So I want to thank everyone for listening and watching, and I hope everyone has a wonderful day.